Today, I'm announcing my plans to resign as mayor of Buffalo in the coming weeks.
And with that, Byron Brown marks the start of a new chapter in Buffalo's history. In an announcement 30 minutes ago, Brown made his resignation official as he goes on to lead Western Regional off-track betting. We know Brown will step down sometime next month. Brown's time as mayor has seen the brightest and darkest moments in our city's history. Our Marley Tuskus reflects on those highs and lows.
I'm going to work tirelessly every day to make this city better.
That was Byron Brown during his first week in office as Buffalo mayor. Today, he announced he would be stepping down from that position after almost 20 years to take the job as the next president of Western Regional off-track betting.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. Mayor.
Brown was sworn in as the Queen City's 62nd mayor on January 1st, 2006. Previously a New York State senator, he succeeded Anthony Masiello after running on a platform of economic development. And throughout his 5 terms in office, that's been a big focus, with more than $8.4 billion in development activity.
Well, this is a great time of renaissance in Buffalo, and our ultimate plan is to make sure that that renaissance reaches every section of our community.
Buffalo's renaissance has been one of the major talking points of the Brown administration. Over the past 18 years, Brown worked with well-known developers like Douglas Jamal, the late Mark Croce, and Paul Simonelli to build up Buffalo. The city's skyline looks dramatically different than it did 2 decades ago. And with state and federal help, the waterfront has become a vibrant attraction. But some of the mayor's critics point to lack of development on the city's east side during his tenure. He points to the Northland Workforce Training Center in the Grider neighborhood.
This is probably one of the most transformational projects to happen in this community in decades.
Brown has been the longest-serving mayor the city of Buffalo has seen after re-elected to an unprecedented 5th term in 2021. Despite losing the primary race to India Walton, Brown kicked off a successful write-in campaign with the slogan, "Write Down Byron Brown," leading him to victory, winning roughly 60% of the votes cast.
The people chose 4 more years of the Brown administration.
But this 5th term proved to be one of the most heartbreaking and challenging, as Brown had to lead the city through the racist mass shooting at Tops on Jefferson Avenue on May 14, 2022. That day, 10 people were killed because of the color of their skin.
And the way the community stepped up, people praying for each other, comforting each other, lifting each other up in so many ways, coming in to support each other, really sent a message of resilience to the nation and to the world about who the Buffalo community is.
Brown faced other challenges during his time leading the state's 2nd largest city. In 2020, the COVID pandemic forced the world to a halt. During that time, the death of George Floyd, a black man killed by a Minneapolis police officer, led to protests across the country, including Buffalo. Some nights turned violent, like when a man threw a burning laundry basket through a city hall window.
We have you on camera, you idiot. We are going to find you and prosecute you to the full extent of the law. So get ready, because we're coming.
Brown also dealt with controversial moments during his time as mayor. In February 2007, his family's SUV was reported stolen. The driver also hit parked cars in Brown's neighborhood. More than a month later, he stood before reporters to announce his then 16-year-old son, Byron Brown III, had confessed to taking the SUV without permission after speaking with detectives.
The detective brought him back home. I witnessed and signed the statement, and Byron then confessed to his mother and I what he had done.
Then in 2019, FBI agents conducted a court-authorized search warrant inside City Hall, focusing on the mayor's office of strategic planning. The raid lasted several hours, and officials left with carts of material, but the widely publicized incident ultimately never resulted in any charges.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
As the first black mayor and longest-serving mayor in Buffalo's history, Brown has been on record that he wants part of his legacy to be the city's revitalization and progress. His biography on the city's website, ending on his desire to build the city of Buffalo back better and stronger than before.
With all of the progress, all of the development, all of the momentum, today is not the day to cut. Now is the moment to continue to invest in our people, our neighborhoods, our community, our government, our culture, and our collective vision.
Reporting in Buffalo, Marley Tuskus, News 4.
Very nice job, Marley Tuskus. Thank you. We will continue to follow this story all evening and throughout the next several months. You can find all of our coverage on air and online at WIVB.com.